Hello and welcome to Let's Play Secret Files 2 Puritas Cordis. At least I think that's how you say it. I guess we'll find out later. But this is the sequel to Secret Files Tunguska, originally released in the EU in 2009 with an American release in 2010. You can see it's made by the same company, so animation art published by Deep Silver, and you can see they've updated the art a fair amount, as well as the engine powering this, because now we have 4K support. I don't think they originally intended it to have 4K, but the big thing is that it's scalable now. So, and once again, this is going to be a blind playthrough for me, so with that in mind, let's jump right in and see what new threat will menace our heroes, who we're supposed to have their happily after I can't speak today, who are supposed to have their happily ever after the events of Tunguska.
Anyone there?
I bet that in a few moments, Brother Matthew will be dying to tell us where we can find the parchment.
Brother Matthew, the parchment, now!
Target Perry is in the building. Starting phase 2. We're going in.
I just can't get any further with this parchment. But from what I have been able to translate, Brother Matthew may have been right in his letter.
Dear Bishop Perry, we found this parchment some days ago during the restoration work on the crypt of our old village church. Considering the paper's quality and condition, the document must be several centuries old. There is another reason why I am sending it to you. Strange things have happened since it was found. There have been 2 break-ins, and one of our brothers has disappeared without a trace. I am not sure whether this really has to do with the parchment, as we have unfortunately been unable to decipher the text so far. But I have a feeling that we are onto something really big and possibly very dangerous. Please let me know as soon as you discover anything more about the parchment or its contents. Yours sincerely, Matthew Wakefield.
I will keep trying to translate this mysterious parchment for a little while. Hopefully William Patterson will be able to help me tomorrow. Medieval ciphers are his specialty, after all. No time, I'm busy. Bishop Parry is not in his office. Please leave a message.
Bishop Parry. Yeah, this is Superintendent Falk. Ashford CID. Bishop, I must speak to you urgently. It concerns the murder of a priest, one Matthew Wakefield. We found his body an hour ago. Witnesses mentioned 2 men dressed in black combat suits. Wakefield sent us a message a few days before his death, which but that's not important at present. Now that he's dead, this message suddenly takes on a completely new significance. A very disturbing significance. Bishop, I must speak to you urgently. You could be in grave danger.
The line is dead. Wakefield was murdered? But that can't be. His letter. I received this letter from him only recently. Oh, damned window!
Red 3, take care of the target. I'll secure the exits. Confirmed, Red 2.
2 men dressed in black combat suits? They're looking for me. I've got to get out of here, and I must get this parchment to safety. I don't really know why, but apparently it was important enough for Wakefield to die for. God help me.
Alright, now we finally have control. Ooh, that's a nice touch. I do want to check some options real quick. No, I can't do that. Okay. I was hoping there would be language options so I could have German speech and English text, but apparently not. So all the controls are the same, and I'm sure, like Secret Files 1, there's no deaths, so, everything will wait forever. Like these guys, they're just sitting around having a smoke, eating some MREs or something. But first of all, there's a few things we need to talk about. First of all, I don't think an investigator is going to just leave a message with all that information on the phone. It would be just like, hey, I need to talk to you. Something's happened to so-and-so. I need to talk to you as soon as possible. I'm the police. I feel like that's what they would say. And they wouldn't be like, oh yeah, we saw 2 men in combat suits. Who saw these people? Wakefield was the only guy who was there, and he's dead because of them. And second of all, Catholic priests are no saints. I'll be the first to say that, although admittedly I'm not extremely religious myself. But I feel like sending a pair of Sam Fishers after him is it's kind of overkill. So insert the obligatory joke about molesting the wrong child here. We can move on, since we are dealing with the Catholic Church apparently. And now let's get to the main game. Okay, so we have a few items we can look at. We can look at this book, which I can actually see the different icons now. So that's kind of nice. So I can tell the difference between interactive.
It's entitled Cryptographic Symbolism. Reserved books are stored here. According to the list, William Patterson has reserved cryptographic symbolism, as has Dr. Lucy Forrester. Perhaps it would be a good idea to pass the parchment on to my friend William Patterson. I can trust him, and he is an expert on such scripts after all. Reserved books are stored here. Reserved book.
So we have the desk, the book. There's a third item. Oh.
Writings and pictographs of European religions.
Now, the real question is, who leaked this information out? Because apparently, this happened days after the parchment was discovered, so I think it's safe to say there's a mole somewhere in the Catholic Church. And apparently there's a mole who's aware of the movements of the parchment itself. So either they've got someone tracking these guys or had that site under observation, or someone very close to them is a mole. But let's start grabbing things we don't need. I don't think we can grab anything there, so let's grab this book. Okay, I have to try. Would it actually...
Door is locked. I can't leave this way if I'm to avoid the people in the combat suits.
Okay. The people in the combat suits. No, don't do that. Is that it? What? All I can do?
A letter from the vicar.
Dear Bishop Perry, please.
The parchment that Wakefield, the vicar, sent me. I haven't been able to translate much yet, just a few mad paragraphs about divine punishment and the approaching end of the world. There's also a mention of a prophet called Zandona, who I've never heard of. Unlike Professor Patterson, I'm not an expert on medieval ciphers. I'm sure he could make something of it.
Okay, can we...
Good idea. Now, I just have to think of something so that the book doesn't fall into those guys' hands.
That wasn't quite what I had in mind, but...
I should hide the book with the parchment first. Perfect camouflage. I'll have trouble finding it here. And now to get out of here. I really must make sure that William Patterson gets the book before Dr. Forrester tomorrow. Both of them have registered for the book I hid, and there is a real danger that Dr. Forrester will get hold of it before William Patterson does.
You know, that didn't even look too much like a combat suit, almost as like a leather jacket.
Dr. Lucy Forrester, Social and Economic History.
Office.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a faint light over there by the gate. Will I ever get out of here alive? That's the way to the library. Even if I knew what I wanted there, it would probably be too late now.
Alright, so they're smart enough to not let me go back.
The door is locked.
Can we use the key ring?
I used to have a key when this was still William Patterson's office, but I had to return it after the move.
Alright, to the other office we go.
Our secretary has locked the door. Beautiful as ever.
Alright.
Well, now the door is open.
Now let's quick run through. Alright, what are we looking at here? Lecture schedule.
The timetable of lectures for this week. Perhaps I can use this plan to make sure William Patterson gets the book before Dr. Forrester tomorrow morning.
Yes, we can, but first I need to know what day of the week it is. And most importantly, we never read the diary. Excuse me, diary. Murder without a motive. Cambridge, Christ College. Bishop Perry received an old parchment from Brother Wakefield, written in code. Apparently it concerned someone named Zandana, whose mysterious prophecies speak of the end of the world. Wakefield was found dead, murdered by two men in combat suits. Are these the same men who are now threatening Bishop Perry? What makes this parchment important enough to kill for? And that's it. Okay.
Our secretary's desk. Can't see anything here that might be of any use.
About the date?
Personnel files.
Okay, that doesn't give us a date.
Letter from the...
Dear Bishop, I am pleased.
Letter from the...
Please.
Stop it. Okay, I imagine that's a developer or something there. Alright.
Timetable of lectures for this week. Perhaps I can use this...
Yes, I know. So presumably tomorrow's a Friday.
think this has solved my problem. I'll cancel these changes.
Maybe there was a clue I missed somewhere, but I don't. I don't know what today is. Which.
The timetable of lectures.
Yes, I know. So it didn't go there, so.
I don't think that. The timetable of lectures.
Oh, I see what we have to do.
Right, that gives Patterson time to get the book first thing in the morning. Only Dr. Forrester still poses a problem.
It's not the day that matters.
Right,
it's,
now
yeah.
Dr. Forrester will be busy with her earlier lecture. My friend Patterson, on the other hand, won't have any lectures tomorrow morning, so he will hopefully be able to take care of the book he reserved right away. Perfect. Time to get out of here. I'd better go straight to the police.
Yeah, let's see how that worked out for you, buddy.
Damn it, Biggs. He's a goner. Mission failed. Let's hope we find the document on him. Otherwise we have a problem, Wedge.
Biggs? Wedge? Seriously? Humbert. Ein Volca. What's later?
Yes, Dad, I know. No, I still don't want to go with you to the UN General Assembly in New York. No, I won't. I just need a few days vacation. No, it's got nothing to do with my splitting up with Max. Sure, I don't even think about him anymore. Who's Max, anyway? Yes, you're right, of course. I still miss him, even if he is a damned idiot. But it just wasn't working anymore. You know, splitting up was the only thing to do. Yes, I'm hoping the cruise will take my mind off it, too. Yes, thank you. Listen, I have to go. They won't wait for me. I'll get back to you at the latest when I return. Yes, same to you. Good luck and happy digging, or whatever it is you wish a geologist. What?
Are you traveling on this ship?
Damn it, Klaus. Which is a point. If anyone has ever seen the Klaus fork truck safety videos, I highly recommend you search them on YouTube. They're hilarious. They should be like standard for every forklift safety training course.
So this is my little kingdom for the next few days. It's no suite, but quite cozy. But I'm hoping I'll be able to spend most of my time at the pool anyway. My complexion could really do with freshening up. I will start with... That's not my suitcase. Apparently it belongs to someone called William Patterson. At least that's the name on the luggage label. Oh, great. This is starting out well. I should ask at reception. The suitcases were probably swapped by mistake.
Alright, so, yeah, some changes to get used to. I mean, first off, apparently Nina's wealthy enough now that she can afford a cruise on a mega yacht, I guess? I mean, I guess I don't know how much those cost in comparison to a regular cruise ship, because I've never been on a cruise, unfortunately, which hopefully I'll change that one day, because I'd love to get on one of those ships, and not even just a cruise, but just to see the ships, but, yeah, so she seems to be doing fairly well for a motorcycle mechanic. I think they mentioned her job was in the last video. Then again, it's Germany, so, you know, she probably has a decent amount of money left over, provided she's still living with her pa. A little sad that her and Gruber broke up, I guess, but I mean, isn't that how these all go? Like, that's how Uncharted went. You know, Nathan and what's-her-face got together in the first game, then broke up between games, got together again at the second game, and then tied the knot in the third game. I think this series follows the same general progression, too. Which is amusing, since I think a lot of these archaeologists kind of, sort of games do that. Like, the Nicolas Cage, what was that? With the Declaration of Independence, I forget what it was called, but that movie, I think they did the same thing there, too. But yeah, so we're on a cruise ship. We have the luggage of the friend of the dead guy. Presumably that creepy guy was William Patterson, who ended up smashed across the back of a fork truck. And now to address the elephant in the room, Nina's voice actress has apparently changed, which honestly I'm a little disappointed. I had grown so when I first started playing Tunguska, I hated her, absolutely hated it, but over time it grew on me to the point where I think I prefer the original voice acting in Tunguska over the current voice acting of Nina in Secret Files 2. It surprises me, but here we are. Oh well. In any case, I think this is a good breaking point, so I'll leave you with those thoughts and the sight of Nina's really square, blocky toes. So, with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and we'll see you then. That's right, pose for the camera, Nina.